On Tuesday, January 7th, 2025, if everybody could rise and say the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Clerk Williams, call the roll.
Trustee Brown.
Present.
Trustee Clark. Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Trustee Rowe.
Here.
Trustee Taylor. Here. Trustee Williams.
Present.
Somebody like to make a motion for remote participation for Trustee Clark.
So moved.
It's Trustee Taylor and Trustee Rowe. Any questions? Clerk Williams, call the roll.
Trustee Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Clark. Trustee Rowe.
Yes.
Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Trustee Taylor. Yes. Trustee Williams.
Aye.
Clark.
Ron, are you there? Okay, good. Okay, would somebody like to make a motion for the approval of the regular board meeting minutes of December 17th, 2024?
So moved. Second.
Trustee Williams and Trustee Lynch. Any questions or corrections? Clerk Williams, call the roll.
Trustee Brown.
Yes.
Trustee Clark.
Yes.
Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Trustee Rowe.
Yes.
Trustee Taylor. Yes. Trustee Williams.
Aye.
Treasury report, Brian Jansen.
Thank you, Mayor and everybody. Bills payable for January 3rd, 2025 was corporate, $676,664.48. Motor fuel tax, $14,563.75. Sewer and water, $1,277,075.99. Board and fire insurance, $23,200. 2010 C bond payment fund of $100. TIF Industrial Park, $1,450. TIF Holbrook Road, $450. TIF Halsted Industrial North, $550. TIF Halsted North, $28,738.34. TIF Halsted South, $19,544.75, for a total of all funds, $2,043,978.56. I do want to call out two amounts that are within that. One was for the $200 and some $1,000 for Air One, which is on page 1 of payables. $211,000 of that will be reimbursable via a grant expense on the fire side. The other bigger one that's in the sewer and water account was for $1,199,610.76, which is on page 7 to Pan-Ocean, of which all of that is reimbursable. That's due to the levy. Also, within all of this, our enterprise fund transfers due to this. The big one would be, well, the first one is water sewer to Corp for $124,844.88. This is the amounts that are collected on the water bills for the disposal invoice or disposable part of the collections, and we pay that home and disposal out of our Corp fund. The second part is transferring $500,000 from the sewer fund to the water sewer fund. That's enabled to pay the Pan-Oceanic bill. And the last piece is the contiguous tip transfer of $10,000 from industrial to Halsted North. And that's primarily to pay the remaining Fire Station 2 expenses.
Somebody like to make a motion for the bills payable for January 3rd, 2025. So moved. Trustee Lynch. Trustee Clark, is there any questions?
I have a, Brian, is this amount for the bond payment correct? That's not $100.
That's just a processing fee that came outside of the 1.5 million that we paid in December.
Okay. And then, Attorney Donovan, can you refresh my memory, educate me on foreign fire insurance fund? One, how is that going to be collected? Two, who oversees it? And then three, in terms of approval for purchases, should all that come to the board, or how is this?
It's all covered by the statute. Revenue is obtained by statute from tax made on companies, foreign fire insurance companies, which means fire insurance companies outside of Illinois that provide insurance in Illinois. I think it's 2%, and the premium is the tax, and that goes to the fire department by statute.
I'm sorry. Can you say it one more time? Where does the revenue come from?
It's a tax on, a percentage on premiums that are earned by companies that are outside of Illinois providing fire insurance in Illinois. At least,
Is it like fire safety companies?
no, fire, property insurance. Fire insurance companies, yeah. Generally, your fire insurance is your property insurance.
Okay. And so is this kind of monopolized to all fire departments, or is this just something inside?
No, this applies to Illinois. There's a statute on it, statute on it. So we get that revenue in, and statute operates on the assumption that they don't trust villages to use that money for fire purposes if they gave it to you guys to use. So they have this foreign fire insurance board set up, and they're the ones who by statute are directed to use the funds, allocate the funds, and to, for whatever purposes, fire-related purposes as they determine. So it's something that by statute does not come to the village board.
So, who is a part of, or how is our fire board created?
By statute, I don't remember it's like, I think there's 3 or 4 members. There's a treasurer, there's a couple other members, all fire department personnel.
Are these community members, or
No, fire department people.
our fire?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's set up to get the tax from foreign fire insurance companies for fire department purposes, so they only allow it to go to use for fire department purposes as chosen by the fire department. And to make sure that happens, they require that it go to this fire insurance board.
So it's restricted to fire.
Right. Yeah, like they would buy,
Apparatus.
equipment, apparatus, lifesavers equipment, things like that.
So when we have expenses that are applicable to the fire department, in that statute, is the foreign firefighters fund required to be exhausted before we?
No, it's meant to be extra stuff as they choose. Like, are you saying like if we buy a fire truck, are you allowed to exhaust that before a village? No, that's not it. It's mainly be for the extra stuff that they think.
People couldn't use for that, but there's nothing.
Well, the fire board would have to approve it. Want to throw in money for them.
Okay. I have one question. So, Brian, and I talked to the chief at our last meeting, and I know I asked a few times, as it relates to this transfer for fire station expenses, do we have a report, Brian, where we are with expenses?
Yeah, I hate to say that we're gonna have to wait till the next meeting with the chief being out. We're close to being right on. I think last meeting we were about the 10,000, which I'm asking for this transfer in here. He is gonna be over, but how
So,
much?
last week we were issued our own budget.
Not with all He was communicating that we were going to be over budget, but he didn't declare how much yet, if I remember right.
So, and I will speak for my colleagues, but, you know, I'm not comfortable, I actually had a long conversation about this, but with the specific dollar amount of this project, I'm not comfortable with us constantly approving expenses for the fire department, not knowing where we are in terms of a benchmark for that budget. And I don't know, maybe Commissioner Bishop, maybe you have an idea where we are to that cost, because every meeting we approve, which, I mean, at this point, the fire station is up, and we still have to be good stewards to know how we're spending that money. And I realize the chief got his hands in a lot of different irons trying to, and add that is a bit much, but I don't know how we can figure this out, but I think we should get, reports every board meeting as to where we are with that fire station and how close we are to budget and what's remaining to be expected to come down the pipeline, because it's just like we're approving with no confidence.
Right, so I can say this, point well taken, I did speak with the chief last week and Cindy as well, his assistant. In addition, just like Brian said, they have still been combing through some things, they're almost there. Once they can do that, we'll then have a meeting with Brian, myself, and the chief to then put together that report. And at that point, we should almost be completely finished with everything. And I can understand your frustration seeing we haven't had it on a regular basis, but I think this next report should identify what the costs were, what the overruns were, and identify what those overruns were, so that you can then say, okay, we're at the point now being completed, because we're almost ready for the ribbon cutting and the end of the construction of the fire project.
Thank you.
Well, we do need that report by the next board meeting. Clerk Williams, call roll. I'm sorry, do you have any questions?
I'm sorry, I got a quick question. Attorney John, about the foreign fire insurance. So you said that the fire board can choose to do whatever they want to, pretty much, and it consists of like about 4 people?
I think so, 4 or 5.
Something like that.
I have to pull up the statute, look at it, I don't have that stored away in my memory somewhere.
So, and I know that you said it doesn't come to the village board because, you know, the statute and all that.
The statute wants to make sure that it's used for fire purposes, and they honor that purpose by having the money directed through the Fire Insurance Board.
Do we ever find out what they spend it on, or if they spend it?
Yeah, I'm sure the records they can be done, yeah.
Does it carry over? Like, do they exhaust this, or if they don't use it, does it carry over? Or
Yeah, it's there forever, so they use it.
okay.
So Trustee Brown, on the handout that I did leave for all of you guys, all the bank accounts, the one bank account is on here for foreign fire. Yeah, I took it out of the part that's called subtotal operations. It's in its own section, kind of like the police forfeiture stuff. That has a running balance, so we know where it's at. It's more informational for you, but it's for the foreign fire to spend that.
Is there any other questions? Clerk Williams, call roll.
Trustee Williams?
Aye.
Trustee Taylor? Yes. Trustee Rowe? Yes. Trustee Lynch?
I'm voting no, just because we haven't gotten reports for fire department.
Trustee Clark? All right, Trustee Clark? Yes. All right. Trustee Brown?
Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Payroll.
Payroll for the date of December 27, 2024, corporate was $143,727.72. Sewer and water, $19,457.88. Paid on call, $13,760.73. Elected positions, $5,377.27. Glenwood Golf Course, $12,589.91. Vendor checks, $2,870.91. Overtime. Police overtime was $11,865.01, of which reimbursable is $1,940.64. Sewer and water was $721.31. Public Works overtime, $464.31. The economic development stipend was $461.54. The deputy clerk stipend was $192.31. Total payroll was $211,488.90.
So we'd like to make a motion for the payroll. Trustee Lynch and Trustee Taylor. Any questions? Clerk Williams, call the roll.
Trustee Williams?
Aye.
Trustee Taylor?
Yes.
Trustee Rowe?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Brown?
Yes.
The meeting's now open to the public. All you need to do is come up, write your name and address down, and you can address the board. Is the mic ring?
It's green now.
Okay.
Council, 30 Newton Street. My question is about,
You do put down.
is it better now?
Yes.
Glenwood Golf Course, I've asked in the past, and others have asked about a report as far as what do we take in, what about the parties that are there, we just don't have a breakdown. We always see what we're paying out, but yet we don't see what's coming in. There's never a report.
Send the report on.
We don't have a report.
That's in the packet. Packet's online. So this
It
was,
doesn't go online to the,
I'm sorry, what?
I said everybody doesn't go online, so just like, if we have that broke down here, even if it's just once a month, at one of the meetings, we should know.
I can go over for you, but if you read it in my copy after this meeting.
Okay, all right, thanks.
Thank you.
First of all, Happy New Year. Constance Lee, 835 East 192nd Street. I know I always come and talk about the senior center because I'm over there a lot, but that's not what I'm here for tonight. I came to say thank you. Thank you for all the support that I have been given all year for all the projects that I have run through the senior center and through my church. And I'm going to thank Joe. My ladies love him because he comes over, he takes care of us, and the heat, and Kevin Jr. And then when I think about Robinson Engineering, I think of Dave, you know, and I think of Larry, and I just want to let you know I'm not always complaining. That I do appreciate, you know, what you do and what you have done. Just like my husband and I, we don't always get along, but we've been married for 30 years. So it's the same thing with the village. I just want to let you know that I do appreciate, and you too, Brian, even though I'm looking at you like that sometimes. But I really do appreciate your hard work, and I thank you for your assistance.
Thank you very much. Anybody else? Okay. Communications from the mayor's office. First, I want to wish everybody hopefully they have a great holiday season. Would somebody like to make a motion for executive closed session regarding personnel, no reason to reconvene at the end of the meeting?
So moved.
Trustee Lynch and, is that roll? Roll. Okay. Clerk Williams, call roll.
Yes. Trustee Williams?
Aye.
Trustee Taylor? Yes. Trustee Hart.
Yes.
Trustee Brown.
Yes.
Attorney's report, agenda item. Attorney's report, agenda item.
Thank you, Mayor, and Happy New Year to everybody.
Village Administrator, Brian Mitchell.
Good evening, Mayor, Board of Trustees, residents. A couple things tonight. I know we've had a couple of requests in terms of going up and text my bill, two companies and also the lighting company to have them do a presentation. I'm trying to get it on their schedules. I've had contact with all three companies, so that should be coming forward. As well, we're working on the next upcoming edition of the Gazette. I want to thank all the residents and non-residents from either the emails or the phone calls we got in relation to the Christmas decorations. That was done all the work, so good job to Joe and his crew. As well, we're working on the sticker contest, the village sticker for the upcoming year, and then also we are trying to fine tune the sticker process to streamline it so people can get in, get the stickers, and get out with very little wait time. So, other than that, if there's any questions, I entertain questions, but that concludes my report for this evening.
Is there any questions for Village Administrator Mitchell?
I have, one or two. Hey, Mitchell, when does the home disposal contract expire? Do you have a question? If you don't know, it's
I
fine.
can get back to you
Okay.
on it. I'll make a note to send something out.
Because I know it's been a while, and, I know Mayor, a few years back, we talked about going back out to PDA. Their prices are going up, so. And perhaps that's across the nation, but I think it makes sense for us to look at that anyway, so that's all.
Engineer, Dave Schiller.
Thank you, Mayor. A couple items to report on. I'm sure everybody remembers that the village was awarded $200,000 for CDBG. We got the notice to proceed this morning. That's for resurfacing some streets in the forest. So plans together, we should have that bid in March, and we'll be one of the first towns out of the gate when the asphalt plants open in spring. I did reach out multiple times today and yesterday to try to get an update to everybody from IDOT on the flag bridge. I've not heard anything back. I know Fire Chief also reached out, I think last Thursday or Friday, he hasn't heard anything either. We'll keep trying to make sure that you guys get an update and see when that thing can get open. That is my report. I also want to give an update on the MWRD Park football project. We're over 2/3 complete. Utilities have been relocated, adjusted, the wall has been built, the road has been raised. They're kind of shut down for spring, until spring for right now. When they come back, they'll finish a couple of sewer connections for the storm sewer, spread topsoil over the wall, or the hill, berm, levee, whatever you want to call it, and get everything nice and cleaned up, and we'll be done with that project. And that concludes my report.
Any questions for Dave?
So, Engineer Schiller, so we don't expect any more interruptions with Comcast at this point?
I'm not sure, because you weren't supposed to have any to begin with. And Oceanic did now receive a bill this week from Comcast for $9,000 for running the line, so I have a feeling those two are gonna be battling it out. Hopefully we can stay out of that one.
Any other questions for Dave? Any new business? Any old business?
I have some, I wanted to ask the board to entertain, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Revisiting our agreement with Miller and Cooper. I noticed in our bills payable, in conversations this evening, for 60 hours for the end of last year, between November and December, we paid Miller and Cooper a little over $9,000, which is 60 hours. And I realize their function, at least at this point, and just some conversation appears that they should be phasing out relatively soon. But just to ensure that we don't get on the hook as we did last time, that maybe perhaps we can set a threshold. I was thinking between $25,000, that once they reach that threshold, that it comes back to the board for review to determine what they've done and if we want to continue moving forward. Because at 60 hours, for $10,000, that bill is going to skyrocket very quickly. So I wanted to see if that's something we can revisit, just to make sure that we're not.
So Brian, when the bill from $25,000, did you bring it to the attention of the board?
Yep.
Okay.
Is there any other old business? Somebody would like to make a motion to adjourn to the closed session? So Trustee Lynch and Trustee Roll. Williams, call roll.
Trustee Brown?
Yes.
Trustee Clark?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Trustee Roll?
Yes.
Trustee Taylor? Yes. Trustee Williams?
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. And Ryan, I'm going to call you on the phone. It could be easier in closed session.